Hey everyone, Scott here with Lethbridge Toyota. I'm making this video for a few people, but I have a 2018 Ford F-150 Lariat in the crew cab short box. I'll go over mostly the condition of it, maybe a little bit of the features, but mostly I want to disclose everything that needs to be pointed out for conditioning. It is in good shape. A few of the things I noticed, when you come on the front here, it has 3M on the front, which is good. It's been protected from any rock chips from the highway, so it looks good in that aspect. Coming down to the bottom, there's a rock that went right through this front piece, and as well as another one that went through the side of the shroud there. I did source in, well, I didn't source in, they're not here, but I found a website that can sell this piece separate and not this whole, it's actually the whole assembly with the fog light separate for not a bad price. So I should be able to get that fixed for you. Actually, is this whole thing covered in 3M? Yeah, the whole bumper is covered in 3M. This is all 3M. These are not 3M, so these grill pieces are not 3M'd, but the bumper, hood, quarter panels, mirror caps are all protected, which is nice to see. So other than those two pieces there we need to fix, everything on the front's good. Has really good quality tires on it, but they're about maybe half life left. I can get the exact tire measurement from our inspection. There's life still in them, but they have been quite like half used, I guess. But all the parts guys talk highly of these tires, these Cooper Discover AT3s. It's an all-terrain, all-weather tire. So it's a 4-season with the snowflake rating on not too aggressive of a tire. So those are really good tires for a truck. Going down the side, everything's in good shape. I'm not seeing really anything for door dings, minus maybe, nope, that's just some dust. The side looks good. There's been two owners in the past. Both of them are my customers. The previous gentleman who bought it for me, he didn't like the FX4 badge on here. So this is a Lariat with the FX4 package added. Honestly, I don't know what that exactly gives you from Ford, but I can look into that and find out. It's got power running boards. Rear bumper looks good. Hard trifold tonneau cover. Soft drop tailgate. Ford has their step that comes out of the tailgate, which is nice for getting up and in. Spray and box liner. Backup camera, of course. Rear park sense sensors, so you have the beeping proximity sensors that'll beep at you the closer you get to an obstacle. Nothing to report for condition on the back here. Everything looks good. Sorry I had to cut that video there. Just had some customers stop by. So hopefully I can merge these two together. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to send you a part A video and a part B video, but we'll see here. No, condition-wise, everything looks good here as well. The one thing I noticed is that the power running board on the driver's side was a bit sticky, and they were actually calling, I guess full disclosure, I'm all about honesty, I guess, so, which is good. It was sticking at the joints, and they called it for a whole new power running board with a full motor. My dad's had a truck like this My brother-in-law has a truck with the power running boards, and these newer trucks have, whether it's a resistance sensor so you don't get your foot caught, or they put a resistance sensor in so you don't, I think it's up here, so you don't wear out the motor. If I was to close this and put any resistance on here, I just put my hand on there. You couldn't see it in the camera, but it just comes back out. So I was like, well, geez, something's binding. So I took some rust penetrant and I cleaned up all the pins. This was about a couple weeks ago. I cleaned up all the pins, and then I put some silicone grease on each of them there. I think to properly maintain these, they should be greased regularly and cleaned up regularly, because if you get all the dirt and gunk in there, and over the years it just binds up and it won't operate properly. Lots of room in the back of these. These Fords have probably one of the biggest cabs out of all the truck manufacturers. Rear heated seats, 400 watt AC 110 volt outlet. You have the full rubber trade mats in the front and rear. Power sliding rear window with rear defrost. I think this has the nicer sound system as well. I'll double check. Really nice truck. Seats in good condition still, no rips, tears. No weird smells on the inside, it's not smoked in. I like to check here on used vehicles too. People getting in and out, sometimes after a while their foot will rub up on here and wear all the paint down. So it looks good. Ooh, I like that. I wish more vehicles had that pedal adjustment. Mirror lights, memory seat. Ooh, there it is right there. The Bang & Olufsen stereo system. Nicer sound system. Push start button. Power telescopic steering wheel as well. So with the memory seat and the easy exit mode, when I turn off the vehicle, the whole steering column lifts up and away from you, and your seat goes down and back to make it easier to get out. You have the too high. You have the four-wheel auto as well. The transfer case you can put in a four-wheel auto, which is really nice to use for the winter time. I wouldn't heavily rely on it. On dry conditions, just leave it in too high, but that is much nicer and much nicer of a ride to keep that in 4 auto for winter. And you have 4 high, 4 low. Oh, you have a rear locking diff as well. So the FX4 package might be like some sort of off-road type setup. Trailer brake controller, you have that trailer backup assist, heated and ventilated seats, navigation, auto stop start off, downhill ascent control, traction control. Really good condition interior actually. This thing's quite clean on the inside. I knew both owners pretty well, so they were both clean with their vehicles. Oh, here's another power outlet spot. The axle ratio on these is 355 instead of 373, so the max towing on this would be something more like 10,700 pounds, as opposed to, I think it's just over 12,000 on that 373, but this one's still quite capable of towing. Anyway, oh, heated steering wheel, no sunroof. This is pretty well loaded, minus no sunroof, and that's really it. Everything else is in the vehicle. Hope this video helps you guys. Sorry for the long video. I guess I can mention before you watch it to skim through as needed, but please let me know if you have any questions, want to book a test drive. My phone number is 403-634-7344. Thanks.